This is going to be a long shot. The two vertical columns make up the two vertical lines on the rule of thirds. There's appropriate head space. There's no leading space since it is a long shot with a center perspective. There's appropriate use of negative space. There's sunlight on the sides and the back of the image, which makes it look nice and pretty. The different columns also add a lot of depth to the picture. This is a wide shot. As you can see, the person is standing on the vertical line of the rule of thirds. There's appropriate head space. There's appropriate leading space or nose room since they're staring at in other directions, and there's room for them to look at the other directions. And there's also no negative space since there's scenery in the background and also horizontal lines and that lead to the direction of where the person is looking. This is a medium wide shot. The person again is standing on the vertical line of the rules of thirds. There is appropriate head space. There's also nose room or lead room since there is space on the left for the person to look at in other directions. There's also a bottom horizontal line for the rule of thirds and scenery in the background. This is a medium shot since it frames the person's upper body's arms and head. There is appropriate head space and nose room and leading space where they can look into in other directions. There is no dead space since the negative space is filled with a pretty sunset scenery. This is a close-up shot. The person's head, it fills the frame from the neck up, cropping the head. There is no head space since it is a close-up and the head is being cropped. But there is appropriate nose room or leading space where they can look into other directions. There's no negative space since I think there's a lot of things going on in this picture with the leaves in the background, so there's no dead space in this image. The person's eyes also lay on the top horizontal line of the rule of thirds, and their nose is at the vertical line of the rules of thirds. The head is cropped and also the chin, so there's no head space, but there is nose room and leading space where they can look into other directions. There's also the negative space is also being filled with the leaves and a little bit at the background, so it is not dead space. In this shot, the person's eyes also line up with the horizontal line of the rule of thirds, as well as their nose that lines up with the vertical line. There's appropriate head space and there's appropriate nose room and leading space for the person to look at in other directions. There's no dead space since the negative space is being filled with green stuff and leaves, and there is a nice horizontal line as well. This shot also shows the person sitting at the vertical line of the rules of thirds. Low angle shot. There's appropriate head space. There's also appropriate nose room and leading space where they can look into other directions. There's no dead space since the negative space is being filled with trees and leaves in the background. And low angle is usually used in movies to portray the character as superior or in power and authority, etc. So standing on the vertical line of the rule of thirds. This is a high angle shot. The camera is sort of looking down the person. The person is also standing on the vertical line of the rule of thirds to the right line, and there's appropriate feet room and head room, as well as nose zoom and leading space. There's also diagonal lines in the background and the corner to the left, also at depth to the background. This is a bird's eye level shot. The camera is higher than the high angle shot, and there is appropriate feet light room and head space, and also nose zoom and leading space, as well as a good use of negative space, since there is sunlight in the background, also like a diagonal line leading to the person. In this shot, the person is also standing at the right vertical line of the rule of thirds.